Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiana. Welcome back to Life, Faith, and Love. If you are brand new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button below, and also just make sure you hit that notification bell. A lot of times nowadays with YouTube, you can subscribe to the person's channel, but if the notification bell isn't on, you're not going to know when they're dropping a new video. So make sure you hit that notification bell. In this week's Q&A, I got a question as to, let me just grab my phone so I can actually read the question off. All right, this week's Q&A, here we go. It's like, hey Tiana, my name is Bethany. I'm reaching out to you because I'm really thinking about starting a blog or a YouTube channel, but I'm afraid. I just want to know, can you give me some practical tips on how I can overcome my fear and how I can go about starting my blog / my channel? Now this is an excellent question because to be honest, this is something that I still struggle with and I still deal with. You know, I've gotten a lot better at it where I just don't care as much. Like I can give two rats what people think or what people say. But you know, it's human nature for us to be afraid or us to be, you know, concerned as to like, oh, what will people think? What will people say? So my first advice to you, what has helped me and what still helps me is, for one, I always have to know why I'm doing what I'm doing. So you have to know your motives. Why are you dropping these videos? So why do you want to start a blog? What's your ultimate purpose or your ultimate goal with what you're doing? So for me, when I wanted to start my blog, it's Life, Faith, and Love. I just wanted to encourage and uplift people with my, with my platform that I was trying to create or with my content. So I wanted to be an encouragement, to uplift, but also to provide practical tips, just like what you asked me for, practical steps on how someone can overcome whatever they're dealing with, whatever they're going through in their life. So that, for one, that was my motive. So when someone would try to come at my life, which actually hasn't really happened, thankfully, maybe because I'm still growing, and the more people that start to watch my videos, I might have some more people come in my life. But for the most part, if someone was to come at me, I know my reasons why, I know my purpose, why I'm doing it. And I'm not doing it to get a bunch of people to view my content, which I mean, that'd be great. Eventually, I believe that will happen, but I'm ultimately doing it because I really enjoy making videos. I love being creative. I love creating content. So it's just one of my hobbies that I really do enjoy. So my advice for you, for one, before you start, know your purpose, know your why. Because if you don't know your why, when no one is watching, when no one is commenting, you're going to want to give up. You're going to want to quit. Because whenever, it's very rarely that you see someone that will start something at first and it goes viral. A lot of times it takes consistency over time. No one might watch, no one might comment, but eventually one day it'll hit, or you get like a good steady group of people. So once you know your why, the other thing that I'll say is then to go through that fear. I actually created a blog. I'll attach the blog below. The link to it is How to Overcome Your Fears, or I titled that one called Facing the Giants, Facing Your Giants. So like overcoming your giants or your fears in your life. I'll put it down below. And one thing that I really mentioned in that blog was that for two is go through that fear. Whenever I'm afraid that something may not go my way, or if I'm afraid that I'm going to embarrass myself, what if I drop this and no one watches it, or what if I say something really stupid or whatever, which, I mean, guess what? We're human. We're all going to have moments that we're going to embarrass ourselves. So I go through that fear, that why. Okay, so if I do this and my worst fear comes past, guess what, Tiana? You're going to be okay. Guess what, Bethany? You're going to be okay. So even if you start your blog and at first no one's watching it, that's why you know your why. So you're going to keep going because you know why you're doing it. And two, you're still alive, you're still producing content, you're still doing great. So go through that fear and like, don't try to push away. I think a lot of times we try to ignore the elephant in the room, but I say find that elephant, pull in the horn, drag it out of the room and deal with it. Tackle that fear and be like, even if my worst fear happens, I will be okay, And then my last practical tip to you is for you to just be consistent. Once you first start something, you're not going to be perfect. And even if in general, there's nothing called perfection. Perfection really does not exist. But once you first start, it may not be the best. You may not be the greatest at it, but just stick with it. You know why you're doing it. You've gone through those fears. You know your purpose. Stick with it. The more you do it, the more you're going to be able to overcome and tackle that fear of what people think, what people will say. And the better you're going to get at it, because the practice makes perfect, quote unquote, stay. So I hope these tips totally help you. Number one, just know your purpose, know why you're doing it, know that majority of people are going to be supporting you, rooting you, but know that when you know your purpose or your why, if someone tries to come at your life, you know why you're doing it and you're still able to be consistent and know your stand. And then my other thing is go through that fear. Work through that fear. What if my worst fear comes to pass? Honey, you're still going to be okay. I have to go through that. Like, I'm still going to be okay. And then the third thing, the last thing is just be consistent and keep going. And before you realize it, your channel is going to grow, your blog is going to go, and you'll be okay. All right. Thank you. I hope this helps in any way. If anyone else has any other comments as to how to overcome fear, leave that comment down below. I really would appreciate it. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thumbs up if you like this content at all. All right. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.